So there we are, out in the sun. Yeah, it turned out good. You see the sparkles? Oh, look at that. I'm gonna want to drop it. Hi everybody. So I'm doing a project for my daughter for her brother-in-law. It was their wedding, her brother-in-law's wedding, and she collected things on the wedding day. She collected a few little things like some, flowers and the invitation and stuff like that. So I want to try and do a couple of things. I got this mold, like the hands, and I have a rose, so I'm gonna try and put the rose in this sphere and probably leave the resin clear, maybe a few baby's breath in there. This is high risk, I don't know. And then I'll do the hands, and then the rose, the ball with the rose in it can sit in the hands. I don't know, we'll see what happens. So I'm using deep casting resin. I'm using Magic Resin, the deep casting, because I don't want bubbles. So I've got it sitting in a hot water bath. It's been sitting for about 15 minutes and there's very few bubbles. I might leave it a few more minutes, and then I'm just going to mix both parts, A and B, in this big container, and then we'll go from there. Yeah. Don't forget your gloves, and if you're not in a well-ventilated room, you should wear a respirator. Okay, so I already poured in the hardener, the thinner part, and with the deep casting it is 2 to 1, so 2 parts resin to 1 part hardener. So that's just trying to get it all out. That's the hardener. I usually pour that in first, the thinner one, and then, I'm mixing quite a bit. And then this is the resin itself. So I'm going to try and pour it in as slow as I can to make as few bubbles as possible. So this was 500 mils of the resin and 250 mils of the hardener. So I hope that's enough. I got another mold on standby in case it's too much, but it takes quite a bit in that. So now I'm just going to mix it for about 5 minutes, make sure it's good and mixed, and then we'll see where we go. Okay, we're all nice and mixed. It's all nice and clear. I don't see any little ribbony, streaky things in. So I think we're good. So to start with, I think what I'm going to do is I want to put a little bit in the fingertips. Ooh, don't spill. With some sparkles. Just a little bit in the fingertips. And let's see if that's going to work. And these are like silver. That's resin, opal, chunky opal sparkles. So I'm going to see if I can get a little bit of those right just in the fingertips. Let's see if that'll work for me. Just down. I mean, they're going to sink. Sparkles always sink a little bit, and that's okay. Just want to put a little bit just down in the fingertips, a little bit in the thumb. I think that's going to be okay. Just a little bit. It's going to be hard to tell, but that's okay. We're learning. There's a little bit more. Let's pour that down into the thumb tip. Try and get it roughly the same. Doesn't have to be. Okay, that's good. And then the next thing I want to do is I want to put just a tiny hint of the colors in her wedding party were, ooh, a lot of bubbles in there now from pouring it. I'm gonna do that. Try and get some of those bubbles out now. I'm gonna put just the tiniest hint of this peach red. Her wedding colors were kind of a rosy peach. I don't want to go overboard with that. I just want it to be really subtle. So let's see what this looks like. Just want the slightest hint. Yep, I think that's enough. It's just a tiny little tint. Yep, that's good. It will barely show. So here we go. So I'm just gonna pour it in. I'm hoping I have enough to fill it up. If I don't, I'm just gonna add clear. Might be okay. Not quite enough. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a little bit of clear in. It's going to mix with the other, but I think that's okay. I think that'll be okay. Now the other thing I want to do is I want to put some baby's breath in there. That's from the wedding. What I did is I have this matte varnish, UV resistant matte varnish, and I sprayed the flowers. The flowers have been drying for about 2 months, kind of hanging upside down. If I put it, they're probably going to float up, but that's okay, I think. Make it so that they're showing outward. I think like that. Got to think of everything in reverse. And I've got lots of time to play with these to get them where I want them. With this resin, you've got quite a bit of time to work with them, to work with it. I think about 6 hours working time, which is amazing. I think that'll work. That might be enough. It's just a little hint. I think the only thing is the stems. I might snip a few of those off. Okay, I'm just gonna push them down a little. And we'll see what happens. I don't know. I mean, how bad can it be? The only problem is I'm gonna have to wait like 3 days or something before I can take it out, and that's gonna kill me. I always want to see it now. I'm just gonna make sure those stems kind of line up into the middle. Okay, that's good. I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to torch it because I don't want direct my mold. I'm just going to look and see. I'm going to shake it a bit. Make sure there's no bubbles sticking in the fingertips or anything. Maybe if I squeeze the fingers a bit. And I just want to make sure there's no bubbles right in the tips. Looks good. It's good. The other thing I'm going to do that now. And I hope this works. Again, I sprayed this rose with, I'm just going to make sure that, oops, make sure the mold is clean. A little alcohol wipe. Yeah, the rose, again, it's dried for about 2 months. And I just dusted it with a little bit of mica powder. I think it was a white rose, but it is, it just kind of went kind of beige. So I just kind of dusted it a little bit with just mica powder. Just a little bit with a paintbrush, you know. I don't know what that's going to do, but I wanted to have a little bit of color. So there we go. My mold is all cleaned out. So, I've never done this before, but I think what I do is pour the resin, and this one is just going to be clear. Pour the resin in there. Oh, I should, you know what, I'm gonna dunk this rose right in the resin, because I want to make sure the resin gets all inside. Ooh. So if there's any bubbles, they'll come out. Scary. Okay, so let's put that in there. And then I think what you do, probably should have watched a video of somebody else doing this. Put that on top. Thought about putting some baby breath in there, but I'm not gonna get carried away. So I think what I need to do, okay, I've got the top on, but I think what I need to do is put some tape or something around that outside. So I'm gonna do that. What am I gonna put on there? I've got some contact paper. Let's try that. Okay, I've got some contact paper. I'm gonna wrap it around. Ooh, I don't know if that's gonna work. Anyway. No, I don't think that's gonna work. I think I'm gonna have to go for the heavy duty stuff. Duct tape. I think that's okay. And now I have to try and get the resin in there. I think I'll use a pipette. See if I can get it filled up. This might take a while. I'm gonna just squidgy it a bit, and hopefully if there are bubbles, they'll come out. Now I think what I'm going to do, because I want it to go down a little bit, I could get some duct tape. Good old duct tape. And I'm going to snip this a little bit. There we go. And then if I do this, then I can push it down just a little bit. And then I'm going to fill it right, the rest of it up to the top. Ooh. There, right to the top. Okay, we're going to see what's going to happen. Now, there was these little petals. I think this is probably what the flower girls, you know, laid down, you know. So I'm going to snip that. So I'm going to put them, I don't know. I think they might just disappear because they're kind of clear. But I don't know, maybe not. And I think what I might do, I'm just going to leave this and let it set, and I think maybe tomorrow I'll come and I'll put, I don't know, maybe like a silver base or something on that last little bit. Is that a bubble? No. Just going to place the flowers a bit better, dive those down a little. Okay, we're gonna see. It's on its own now. It's gonna do whatever it's gonna do. I'm gonna see if this is leaking. No, I don't think so. Other than all my spills, I think it's okay. I think it's good. I think it's good. So, unfortunately, I gotta wait now. 3 days is gonna kill me. Anyway, we'll see what we get. Okay, we're 2 days later, and it's pretty hard. Not completely, but pretty hard. So, I'm going to just make a base on it. So I think what I'm going to do on the base, I just got some, this is the deep casting resin, but I'm just going to use the regular tabletop, pardon me, tabletop resin, and I just want to do like a base. I think what I'm going to put in it, what if I should try some sparkles too? I'll put a few sparkles in, but pardon me. I'm just going to use this silver metallic car model paint. You know, you get at Michael's $3. Because I think it'll make a nice base. So that's what I'm going to do. Just pour some of this in here. I don't know how much I need. I need to save a little bit. I got to do some doming. So I'll leave that. I think that'll be enough. I can always do another layer if it's not enough. Shake this up. Hopefully the lid isn't stuck. Oh, no, I'm good. So I'm just going to pour some of this nice silver metallic in. I'm going to put some sparkles. I'm not sure they're even really going to show, but I'll just put a few in. There's no sparkle. It might show. The ones around the edge will show. Okay, let's see how that looks. Oh, I love this. Get it well mixed. Okay, here goes. Oops, gotta make sure it's level. This is where leveling matters. Yeah, I think I have to prop it up a little bit. Get some popsicle sticks. So I'm gonna, pardon me, I'm gonna fill it right to the top. 2. Oops. That looks pretty good. Get a little bit more in there. Okay, let's leave it at that. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Woo. Okay, so that's good. So I'm just gonna do a little alcohol spritz on there for bubbles. You won't see the bubbles because it's opaque. Oh yeah, I do see some of the sparkles. It's just a little base, so that's good. That's good, good, good. Okay, now what I can do is take this off. Yeah. Okay, gotta admit, I'm a little scared. I don't know. I hope this turns out. Ugh. Not even sure how to take it out. Guess I just kind of lift it off. I'm scared. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, it's pretty. It's all on one side though. It's pretty. Yeah, it's beautiful, but it's not centered. Oh well, there's nothing I can do about that. But it's still pretty. I'll flatten that bottom because that's just going to sit in the hands. A little tiny line around the outside. I think I can just very carefully sand that off. It's quite nice. There are a few bubbles, not much though. Not much. Oh, I wish I could have been centered. But it's okay if you set it in the hand like that. Oh well, it's not centered, but it's still pretty. And it looks like the rose is pretty well preserved. It didn't go weird. So that's good. That's good. It's not perfect. Perfect. I prefer perfect. But hey, you got to be a little bit flexible. So tomorrow I should be able to unmold that because it's just the tabletop resin on the base, so it'll cure overnight. Okay, it's time. Peek in and cheat. Peek. Let's see what we get. Ooh, ooh. Oh, so far so good. Wow, nice. Those little white petals. It looks like they're showing. Oh, ooh. Oh, good. It's not too pinky. I was afraid it's going to look too pink. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. That's what I wanted. Just a little bit of those sparkles just in the fingertips. Checking it all out. Yeah, it looks nice. The baby's breath. They look good. They stayed white. Just a little bit there. A few little blemishy things there. Maybe there was something on my mold. Looks good. And then I put that in. Ah, There we are. You can see the little baby's breath in there. Yeah, my rose isn't in the middle of the bubble, but I think it's good. Turned out good.